Hey everybody, and welcome to the Bullshit Party. And as 2023 is coming to a close, in this one we're going to be rating the top 10 podium vehicles of the entire year. Now this is of course not one of them, but I made a poll a couple of days ago asking you guys what color you want me to make this. So promise made is a promise kept, so let's make it potatoes. So yeah, hopefully you like the color that I chose for this one, and you're gonna like the vehicles that I choose for this video. And if you don't agree with them, let me know in the comment section down below. And make sure to watch the entire video because I haven't rated the vehicles, I just ordered them by the date they were released. So starting off with January. And we started off the year with a bang with the Jester RR, which, as you can see, is a pretty cool vehicle that you can upgrade at how special works, which means it's very customizable. I just love this vehicle because it has great performance, it has awesome customization, and let's face it, it just looks cool. Moving on to March 2nd, when we got the Omnus EGT. And as the name suggests, this one is an electric vehicle, which means it has insanely good acceleration. And all in all, it's a great vehicle. For me, it checks all the boxes in terms of great performance, great customization, and an awesome looking vehicle. And also my guy doesn't look that bad in it. And before we continue, I'd like to take a couple seconds and thank this video sponsor, One State. And for those of you who don't know, One State is a free mobile online game with a role-playing mode that takes place in Los Angeles in a large open world map. So, if you like GT Online, chances are you're gonna love One State. I recently started playing the game and I'm blown away by how much you can do in the game. You can be whatever you want. Take up different jobs, start your own business, or go down the path of a criminal. Each game can hold up to 500 people at the same time, so it's a giant free-for-all. Earn rewards not just for completing gang missions, but also for taking part in big-scale events. One State is available on Android and iOS, and if you use the link in the description of the video and promo code BULLSHIT, you're gonna get 10k bucks. One State. Create your own story. A big thanks to One State for sponsoring the video and for providing such an awesome product. Now back to what we were doing. And the next podium car is a supercar and is the Zenturno, and as you can see, it just looks awesome. It's very Lamborghini-esque, and yeah, honestly, I just picked this one for the looks. In terms of performance, it's not the best one, it's not the worst one, it's somewhere in the middle, but honestly, the looks are what makes this for me. And it should be said that when this car came out, it was the fastest vehicle in the game, but that was quite a while ago, so it's not nearly on the top anymore, but it's still a very cool one. So I placed it in this list. And in case you're curious when it came out, I don't remember the exact date, I just remember it having something to do with Star Wars. Get it? And on May 18th, we got another Obey, this time the Tailgater S, which is part of the sedans category in GT Online. It's also a really good vehicle, and this one I picked just for the performance. I remember this being a complete beast. It's an all-wheel drive from what I remember, and it just rips the asphalt off the roads. Honestly, for a sedan, this one really doesn't get any better than this. In terms of its price, it's very reasonably priced, and also, by the way, I didn't mention this in the beginning of the video, but it should come to no surprise that I did a detailed review about every vehicle that I'm talking about in this video, so if you're curious about any of them, go to my channel and look them up. And next up, we have a very special Italy GTB, which is the only vehicle that's customizable at Benny's. Keep in mind that we didn't get the custom version, but it's still customizable over at Benny's. And honestly, I think this has probably gonna be my favorite vehicle that Rockstar has put on the podium for the entire year. It checks all the boxes, even some twice. It's incredible in terms of performance, it looks incredible, customization is insane. The only downside is you can't use it in the new drift races, which is something that one of the vehicles in this list has. So without any further ado, let's move on to the next vehicle, which is the Dominator GTX, and this is our first muscle car on the list. And if you've watched my videos for a while, you know that I'm crazy for muscle cars, and this one, in terms of muscle, it really doesn't get much better than this. It sounds awesome, it looks like a proper muscle car, it feels like a proper muscle car, it drives like a proper muscle car, and honestly, customization is not that bad for a muscle car. So it really checks out all the muscle car boxes for me, and I really love this vehicle. It's one of my favorite muscle cars, probably in second place after the Vigoro ZX. This is just my favorite car. I use it for HSW time trials every single week, and I love it. It's the Camaro basically from Bumblebee. This one came out on June 29th, and on July 6th we got the Dubach Vagner. And even though this is kind of an old vehicle, it still looks not only incredibly futuristic, but also very cool. In terms of customization, it sucks. In terms of performance, it's mediocre, but just by the way it looks incredible in my opinion. And if Rockstar is looking at this video, first of all, hi Rockstar, I want to be in GTA 6, but second of all, please make this more customizable in the future with some sort of update. And August 3rd rolls around, and here is the Drift Yosemite, which is the second muscle car we have in this list. And this is one that I was referencing a little bit earlier, where I said there is a vehicle on this list that can be used for the drift races. And as the name suggests, this is a proper drift vehicle, and honestly, it's my favorite drift vehicle in the entire game. And even though it was released several years ago, it's still, in my opinion, the best drifting vehicle and one of the most funnest vehicles you can buy in the entire game. Honestly, if you didn't win this one from the Lucky Wheel when it was on it in August for whatever reason, just go spend the, I believe it's $1.5 million or something like that. It's the best money you can spend in the entire game. It's so much fun, and also you can use it now to make a lot of money with drift races, which are also, by the way, incredibly fun. And the next vehicle came out on August 31st and is the Schlagen GT, which is a sports car. And I know it's a coupe, I know the customization kind of sucks on it, but I really have a soft spot for the real world inspiration for this, which is the Mercedes GT. And this one, even though it's a sports car, it kind of behaves like a muscle car, being very tail happy, and honestly, it's one of the best driving experiences you can have in the game, in my opinion. And for the next one, I know what you're saying, bullshit, this must be kind of a mistake, but that's because you're not familiar with the Zaba. Now, don't let the stupid exterior fool you. This one is actually very special. It doesn't have the best performance. It's not gonna break any speed records or any handling records or anything like that, but it's an incredibly cool vehicle for the sheer reason it's amphibious, which means it can drive on land and it can also as easily go on water. So what you're seeing here is something incredibly rare in GT Online, which is originality. And even though this vehicle is copied from a real-world version of the Sherp, it's still really cool to see it in GT Online. And if you're curious to see how it looks when it drives on land and then it goes immediately in water, well, it looks something like this. I told you, it looks incredibly cool. And if you are keeping track, this is actually number 10, which is the last vehicle that I'm gonna be talking about in this video. So those are my top 10 vehicles released in the past 52 years in GTA Online. I meant 52 weeks. Wow, 52 years. That was gonna be a depressing video. Also, what did I do with my life? In any case, that's basically the list. Let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with it. If not, why not? Which one of those vehicles is your favorite one? Was your favorite even on the list? I'm really curious to hear your guys' feedback, and that's actually bringing an end to this video, and honestly, an end to me making videos this year. Thank you so much for supporting the channel the entire year. Thank you so much for logging in the minutes, logging in the comments, liking the videos, participating on the polls. Hopefully we're gonna have an even bigger 2024. I wish you happy holidays to everybody. Have an awesome time on December 31st. And with all that said and done, comment, like, subscribe, consider becoming a channel member, and I'll catch you all in the next one, which is gonna be in 2024.